everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Mackenzie, and this is Sorority Recruitment 101, the only channel that's dedicated to answering the questions you may have about what it's like to be in a sorority in college and what it's like to go through sorority recruitment at a big university. For a lot of you incoming freshmen, I know sorority recruitment registration is now open and you're starting to get your recruitment packets together. In today's video, I'm going to be going over exactly what you should be adding to your sorority recruitment resume so that you stand out to the houses and you have the best chance of getting your favorite sorority. Your resume is the most important part of your application for sorority recruitment. I feel the resume is most important just because it's the only way sororities can get to know you before you step foot onto campus to go through recruitment. Before I jump into outlining how you should format your resume, make sure you subscribe to my channel down below if you're interested in learning more tips and tricks about how to go through sorority recruitment, or if you're interested in hearing about my experience being in a sorority at the University of Alabama. All right, so let's jump right into the formatting of your sorority recruitment resume. The first section will always be your contact information. So that includes your name, address, phone number, and email. Now you can use your school email or your personal email, totally a personal preference. Just make sure whatever email you write down, you're checking consistently to hear updates about recruitment or issues with your application process. The next section is education. In the education section, you're gonna list your intended majors for college and also all of your high school's information. So for the college part of this section, you're gonna list the name of the school and the town that it resides in. Below that, you're gonna write your intended major and your intended minor if you have one, and also your intended graduation year. If you're going into college undecided, that's totally fine. It does not jinx your chance of getting into a sorority. Just make sure you list that you're going in undecided, or if you have a major in mind, just list that one on your resume. Okay, so that's all you need to list for the college education. Next, let's jump into the high school education section. This section is basically the same. You're gonna list the name of your high school, the town it resides in, and your graduation date. Below that, you'll list your GPA, SAT or ACT score, and if your school does rank the students, you can list your ranking as well. Now, my high school didn't rank, so what I wrote under this section was school does not rank. You can also write non-applicable as well. All right, so that's it for the education section. The next section on your resume is your high school activities. This includes any sports team you were on or any club you were a part of. Make sure you include every single thing you were involved in, even if it was just for a year, and make sure you include the years you were involved in each organization or each sports team. If you were captain of a team or president of a club, definitely list this in this section as well. You can list it underneath each title of the sports team or the club you're a part of. If you were president or captain of an organization, definitely list some of your responsibilities underneath the sports team or club you were a part of, just to show your leadership and to show the things you did for that organization. Also, under this high school activities section, it does not have to be something you were part of at your school. For me, I was a competitive dancer growing up, so I listed that under this section. Along with that, I listed all my achievements, performances, and awards that I won over the course of my time as a competitive dancer. The next section on your resume is the awards and honors section. This includes any award or honors you've ever gotten in your life, whether it be academic or athletic. If you took honors and AP courses in high school, you can definitely list these under this section. It's not necessary and definitely not mandatory, but if you don't have much to fill this section, that's something you can add. The next section on your resume is community service. Community service is a big part of being in a sorority, so this is definitely an important section that you want to add as many things as you can to. Feel free to add any kind of community service you've done, and if it's kind of specific and rare and you don't think people know about it, you can definitely give a brief description of what your responsibilities were or what the organization is all about. The next section on your resume is the employment section. Now, if you didn't have a job throughout high school, that's totally fine. You don't have to list this, but this can be anything from an internship you had or even babysitting. Just anything that you've done as a job that you've gotten paid for. The next section on your resume, and the one that I think is second most important, is the hobbies and interests section. Now, I know this stuff normally isn't listed on a classic resume that you apply to a job or internship with, but it is so important for sorority recruitment. This is the way sororities get to know you and see what you like to do in your free time. Writing everything down that you like to do in your free time is so important just because it gives you a better chance to speak with someone you can relate to during recruitment. You can list anything from baking, photography, surfing, drawing, painting. Seriously, list anything you like to do. And the last and final section of your resume is the personal information section. You'll list your name again, but this is your preferred name. So if you go by a nickname and you'd rather the girls in the house call you that, definitely list that here. Below your name, you'll list your date of birth. Then below that, you'll list your parents' names. And finally, you will list your family Greek affiliations. This can be anyone from your mom to your sister, your aunt, grandmother, even your cousin. It doesn't matter as long as it's someone in your family who has ties to a sorority that's on your campus. For me, me, no one in my immediate family was in a sorority. The only way I had ties to Greek life were through my cousins. The way I formatted this was that I wrote their name, the sorority they were a part of, and the university they attended. Listing anyone in your family that gives you ties to Greek life is important just because every sorority's legacy determination is different. For some, a cousin does count as a legacy, but some it does not. So definitely list it just to be safe and to give those sororities a little insight that you could be a legacy to their chapter. All right, you guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed and learned a little bit more about how to format your resume and what you should be including to give yourself the best chance of getting your favorite house. If you want to learn more about what else you need to apply for sorority recruitment, click the link in the card above. It'll bring you right to my video telling you everything you'll need to apply for sorority recruitment. As always, you guys, make sure you comment down below on what you want me to talk about next, subscribe to my channel, and click that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.